All right. So I read that there was a new Spider-Man trailer coming out. Actually, that it had been leaked. I've not seen it. And my brother posted a cool meme of Tom Holland being tied up and gagged, and said this is why Tom Holland hadn't spoiled anything yet. So I thought, hey, in that meme, I went and said, I'll bet I can, off just the toys and a little bit we know, and the comic books, I'll bet I can come up with 10 things that are definitely going to be going to happen. So far we've done a top 10 things that are going to happen for Falcon and Winter Soldier. All those came true. We did one for Loki, and of course all those came true. So I thought we'd do one for Spider-Man. I didn't do one for Chung-Chi or Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi or however the heck they're pronouncing it these days, but maybe I should have. But we'll. At the very least, I can guarantee that since in the trailer for Shang-Chi they showed Wong and they showed the Abomination, that's going to be the end credit scenes. How could it not be? So I think one's going to be Val grabbing hold of Abomination. So instead of the Red Hulk for the Thunderbolts, we'll have the Abomination. And then I imagine the next one will be Wong coming to Shang-Chi for help. So, whatever. Well, let's go on. So I told my brother, I said, hey, it's already spoiled. That's why they haven't released the any kind of trailer, really. It's already there. So first, for sure, Toby McGuire is going to be in this. I mean, come on. The multiverse exists. All because of Loki and WandaVision. There's no doubt that the Toby Maguire Spider-Man will be in this movie. And with that, so will Andrew Garfield. He's going to be in the movie too. Doctor Strange is going to be in the movie. Nothing in any of the trailers have shown, or the teaser trailer. What do they call the little ones now? They haven't shown Doctor Strange, but they have shown his Sanctorium, and he'll be in it. And he's going to be there to try and fix what's going on. So I think we're going to have a couple of things go on. It's going to be like One More Day, where Doctor Strange is going to try and make everybody forget that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. So those are the easy ones. Next one, Dr. Octopus from the Tobyverse is going to show up. The Green Goblin from the Tobyverse is going to show up. And I think the Sandman. I'm not sure about the Sandman, but I think the Sandman. And that'll be 3 of the Sinister 6. Those will be from the Toby Maguire world. The next 3 are going to be from the Andrew Garfield world. So we're going to have Jamie Foxx. We're going to have the Lizard. And I think we're going to have... I think we're going to have the Rhino. So this way we get 6, but from each universe. Now, I would like to see some other things happen. I would like to see the Vulture show up or something like that. What I think will happen is Sandman. Let's see. Do I say that later on? Yeah. So it may be that Sandman's there, but what I'm afraid of is Sandman is going to die. And Sandman dying is a tough thing because he's made out of sand. So in the past he's died and come right back. But he's not really a bad guy per se. He was just trying to help his daughter. So definitely Spider-Man gets a new suit. Apparently he gets a new suit in every Spider-Man movie, and in this case he's going to get magic. So he's going to. The toys have leaked that he gets a magic suit, or that he learns magic and he's using the suit. More than likely, his suit is enchanted in some way. I think someone close to Spider-Man is going to die. It's time. So it's either MJ or it's going to be Ned. I kind of think it's going to be MJ, and I kind of think that One More Day kind of deal, where Doctor Strange is going to make everybody forget that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. I think whenever either Ned or MJ dies again, I really think it's going to be MJ. I think he's going to use the magic that Doctor Strange has given him to bring her back to life, and that's going to not fix things. It's going to mess things up really bad. So the end of the movie will be with things messed up. All right. So that's, I guess that's 10. So with those 10 assumptions, I'll add a whole bunch more. I'm gonna give what I think is gonna happen, and again, this isn't a spoiler. This is before the trailer's been released. I know nothing. I'm not an insider at all. I just read the comic books and kind of have watched the movies. All right, with those 10 assumptions, I'm going to add that the whole movie is going to be trying to put the genie back in the bottle. I think Spider-Man's going to be hiding from what's happened, and that he's going to help try to put the people back into their own multiverse universe after they've come over. So I think that's going to be the deal. I think there's going to be some kind of device, I don't know, something like an arc reactor, some magic device or something like this that allows the Green Goblin to come over, the other all six of them. So the whole movie is going to be chasing down those Sinister Six, and then when he gets overwhelmed, either Garfield or Toby show up to help, and then when they both get over their head, then the other one comes in to help. I hope that Toby McGuire comes in first. That's the one I like the best, but it could be that Andrew Garfield comes in first, and as they're helping, then Toby comes in. I don't know. I sure hope we get a scene of Toby McGuire having a daughter, because I would love to have Mayday Parker in the world, because I really like those comic books. But that's just me kind of hoping. We'll call that 12 and a half. I don't know. So I think that ultimately Spider-Man wins. He puts the bad guys back into their own universe, or into something that stores them for going into the next new universe. And then he loses. I think Green Goblin gets out, and Green Goblin is going to be the big bad soon. So the Marvel is setting up a couple of different things in each of these shows, in each of these movies. They're setting up the Young Avengers, and so that's why I hope Mayday Parker gets kind of mentioned, and I hope that she comes into this in the future. Then they're setting up either the Dark Avengers or Thunderbolts, and it could be that they kind of jam those together. And so a couple of things that happened that surprised me. I thought that I guess he's called the Wasp. I don't know, the bad guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I forget what he's called. His giant helmet was in Loki. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him soon. But the person who started the Dark Avengers was the Green Goblin. And he called himself the Patriot. He was he basically had Iron Man armor, but in red, white, and blue. I think that's going to happen. I think at the end of this movie, everybody thinks everybody's done, but Green Goblin's going to still be around. I wouldn't be surprised if Jamie Foxx isn't still around. Same thing with Doc Ock and the Sandman. I think the Sandman gets killed, but doesn't get killed. So I think MJ dies, and Spider-Man makes things worse by using magic, and that probably is what releases those bad guys back into our reality. So I don't know. I think those 10 are going to be the top 10 that's going to really happen. And I kind of think that's the direction the movie will go. I could be wrong, and so far I haven't been. But I feel like if I were going to make a Spider-Man movie that wasn't an origin movie, I would shoot for the greatness of One More Day. I know it's very controversial, but I kind of liked the story. I understand why it was controversial. Liked and disliked it, I guess. But I would keep Mephisto out of it, because that's what everybody was guessing last time, and didn't work out. So in the comic books, it is Mephisto, but this time it'll be Doctor Strange, I think, that does this. Also, if I were to do another Spider-Man movie, gosh, I hated the clone thing. But couldn't you imagine how great that could be? Man, I don't know. but it's too soon for that. There's rumors that Daredevil from the television show comes out as Spidey's or Peter Parker's lawyer. That's possible. Before he goes to Strange, maybe he gets with this attorney and gets help. I mean, it'd be cool if they did like in the comics where basically Peter's arrested in jail, and then Daredevil flips around the city in his Spidey uniform instead of in Daredevil's uniform. That way they go, oh yeah, well maybe that's not him. But who knows? Okay, guys. Well, I just want to get this out before this trailer comes out. I guess it's coming out tonight, and this way nobody can say, "Hey, you guessed off of this trailer that's coming out." Maybe it'll show Toby McGuire. Maybe it'll show I don't know, Green Goblin or Jamie Foxx or something. I doubt it. I imagine if I were going to do it, I would put somebody in it that's not those two guys. William Dafoe is pretty big. Jamie Foxx is pretty big. But I would put in somebody like Sandman, or I'd put in somebody like Doc Ock, and kind of keep people guessing for a little bit longer. I don't think I would put in the other Spider-Man, or if I did, I would just put him in his spider uniform. So it could still be Holland's Spider-Man. So, all right, guys. Well, let me know. I think I'm going to get all these right. I think we're going to get 100% again. So far, we're 20 for 20. So, all right. Well, let me know. Thanks. Bye.